Hello, I'm Chylli from Channel Chylli, also known as Chai, and we are back with more depersonalization. Last time we left off, we got halfway or so through the second module here, when my game decides to load, because it always does this when I launch. There we go, finally. And here we go, let's load back where we left off here. Dawn of the second day. Majora's Mask reference. Feels like I can interact with the bed when I get something. You see, that Saya's found a young girl in the middle of the corridor. This girl's hair is a beautiful sea blue, her skin pale, but seemingly not for a lack of being outside often. She wears a short-waist shirt and deep gray jacket. She's the epitome of beauty. Hello there. Are you the detectives that just arrived the other day? And who are you? Rather, more importantly, what do you want? The girl's ears almost visibly perk up upon hearing Saya's voice. She takes a quick hop forward and hugs Saya instantly without any concern. My name's Sherry. I was also asked to come here and help out with the investigation. What is your name? As you approach, you catch a familiar scent on the girl, like perfume. No, it's more akin to body fragrance. You know you've even recently known the scent, but the more you try to process it, the less focused you become. The name's Saya. I'm here for that investigation as well. Sherry, it's my honor to meet you. You also introduce yourself and compliment Sherry's appearance. The girl is very happy to hear you praise her beauty, but she seems to prefer to stick to Saya, just grimacing with you. Haha, thanks. Was there a reason you came to find us? Just wanted to introduce myself for now. Ace wrote to me, seeking my assistance with the current situation. For clarity, Ace is the blonde lady keeping this mansion in one piece. The One Piece? I hate myself for making that joke. I haven't even seen that anime, but you know what? Fuck it, we roll. Sherry then went on to introduce herself as a college student majoring in archaeology. You recall that the butler from the other day, or this Ace, had mentioned that paranormal expert would arrive today. I see. Would you mind letting go of me? Oh, I'm so sorry. I heard that you already encountered some paranormal activity. Would you mind sharing what happened? We saw something indescribable and experienced a phenomenon similar to time travel. Anyway, it's something that can't be described in words. What the what? Time travel? Indescribable? Is it something that can't be seen? I think so. At the time I was physically exhausted, so I didn't know what was going on there. That's a shame. Anyway, it's already 8 o'clock. How about having some breakfast together? That sounds great. I'm starving. Alright, let's take a look around here. So that's our bedroom there. An etiquette mirror is placed here. The mirror surface is a bit blurred due to the water vapor. You feel that the atmosphere here is a bit scary. You see, the mist of the mirror is making it difficult for you to see the picture in the mirror. And then the mist is approaching you. You see a message attached to the glass, and a figure emerges from the glass in front of you. Through the reflection of the mirror is the hallway. You see a man dressed as a servant swiping his card and sneaking into the study room, and then running out of it in a panic while holding a book of documents in his hand. And the image disappears and the fog comes toward you. Then you hear a painful cry. Help us. My head hurts. Can't enter the room without the key card. Second floor hallway here. There's an old box that holds treasures. Need a crowbar for that, and then these two need key cards. Alright, and I believe this is to the main hall here. Or well, the ballroom. You arrive at the banquet hall as A seems to be directing the other staff in preparing for tonight's event. A fairy rushes up to her, almost pouncing on her. A slightly smiles in response as if she's given up on preventing this. I see you two have awoken. Was your rest pleasant? A sets down her notebook, seemingly prioritizing your arrival. We're just realizing that she won't get much done with Sherry around currently. It would seem that you have questions for me. Ask away, I'm happy to assist as I can. Have you seen my cat? Snow was gone when I woke up. Unfortunately, I have not. I'll ask the house staff to search for her. Do you know when Mr. Carter will be around? Last I attempted to find him, he didn't answer my call. I don't know where he is currently. Did you notice anything strange in the hallway last night? I'm too old to be working late these days. After I delivered you to your quarters, I went to rest myself. I can't say I saw or heard anything out of the ordinary. Do you have anything for first aid around the manor? I'd like to get a better idea of what's around just in case. Upon hearing the phrase first aid, Sherry's ears perk up. I can do it. Does anyone need treatment? You briefly take a doubtful look at Sherry, and unfortunately she notices. Her cheeks puff up angrily as she turns to the butler behind her. What do you mean by that? How dare they doubt me? Ace, testify for me. Ace looks like she's basically given up on the conversation. Where do I even begin? Well, it's complicated, but she is indeed an experienced doctor. Well, please allow me to retire from this conversation first. There's an important exhibition today, and there's so much to get done. And let's enjoy the food first. I agree. You find out that the man is the one who sneaked into the study room before. You're going to... "94% success chance, and of course we fail at 94% chance. What the fuck? If you don't want your business to be discovered by Carter, you better give me what you stole." No, don't tell Mr. Carter. If Mr. Carter finds out, I will definitely die. Here's all the information I've collected. Oh, all is yours. I won't investigate any further. Is he not an ordinary thief? I find that there seemed to be some misunderstanding, but he still took over the bounded documents to view. Here are some bills about the direction of funds, and there are tens of millions of transfer transactions. You find information about various politicians and some gray industries in the bill. There are places, names of dozens of countries, and areas formed in series of like a spider web that radiates to the world. You understand that this is Carter's bribery blacklist and also a magic book that seals the devil's real name. Did you find this document? How dare you stay here? I was just looking at some trail material to go undercover here. I did not expect that just taking a piece of document would be such a deadly thing. I know if I run away, I'll definitely not survive, so I want a chance to put it back in the library. Okay, I cannot fucking read here. Put it back in the study room. But all kinds of things have been happening lately, and I can't find a chance. Now you've also seen this document. Please don't kill me. Okay, then give me the stolen study room door card. I'll help you put this back. Alright, all for you, all is yours. He also gave you the crowbar in his body. Why does he have a crowbar on his body? Awesome. The moment you reach out and close the door, your body momentarily goes under shock as you collapse. Within an instant, countless twisted hands emerge from the walls, floor, and even the ceiling. They flail rapidly, twisting around as they move toward you. The hands restrain your arms, legs, knees, and cover both your mouth and eyes. You are helpless before whatever this creature is. As you give up hope, you hear a voice. Help us. It can only be described as yelling, like a roar, like a cry of pain or a dying prayer. You see countless people stand before you on a cliff asking for help, but you cannot move. One by one, they are pushed from behind the cliff and plunge into the dark abyss below. Your vision distorts as you finally are able to move, and in a panic, you drop 2 steps back and collapse. The illusion fades as you realize where you are. Is this a warning? When searching the study, you find a book about the thick black fury and you try to learn from it. Diplomacy is increased by 5. There are lots of books on the shelf, such as Gem Craft Appreciation, Garden Appreciation, and World Treasure Investigation. You search around and find a group of files in the gap under the shelf. The files are within a translucent case. You open it and look them over, only to find a torn diary page on the backside. You open the file and pull out the journal pages. Research has confirmed that as long as there is a large enough interaction between the same instrument, the feat of crossing the gate can be achieved. Black car, first experiment, rose failed. You feel a resentful aura approaching you. A strong sense of emotion surges into your mind as you feel the space around you begin to collapse. You see blurry white shadows wandering around the mansion, but it seems that only you can see them. They simply wander around without purpose, only reacting when they hear sounds such as crying. You see a mid-aged lady crying as she reads a set of notes. It seems the creature is affected by her sadness and wants to provide comfort of some kind, but cannot say anything. They're in an untouchable world and no one can sense their existence. The being seems in pain as it uses all its strength to hug the lady. But at this moment, its breath begins to blur, intense resentment draws near. The lady seems to be in shock, if not terrified, immediately passing out into a coma. It begins to cry to help, but no one hears it. You see the blurry white shades in the illusion now approaching you as a chill passes through your arms. A small amount of white mist covers your arm as you begin to hear the girl speak. Save me, please save me. You watch the blurry girl in front of you as she holds your hand and tears fall from her face. Behind her, further shades are drawing out from herself within additional layers of reality. They also cry out, "Save us!" You feel your arms surging with a huge force and you know you have to make a decision. There are more and more phantoms pulling behind the girl and you know your choice is too impulsive. Your power is not enough to pull the girl from the illusion. In the end, she is pulled into another world by a huge force. The illusion is gone, you're back to reality. Oh god, we ruled exactly on it. You open the drawer to find various contracts, sealed document bags, and some personal seals. These things are all cluttered together and use so much room in the drawer that you accidentally drop a stack of documents. When you put the document back, you find a card in an open file bag. I think that's all we can do in here for now. You find a weapon that can only be described as ancient language just within the chest. What a great knife! Mine now. Interesting. I wonder where this card goes to then. A beautiful leafy green jade sits inside the case. As you focus on the jade, your mind begins to feel refreshed. Your body calms and your once tense muscles now feel a sense of inner peace. As you regain yourself, you notice the gem's once beautiful green fades to a slightly darker shade. I should probably walk away now. Just in case. The housekeeper asked me to look after the exhibits here. Hope nothing happens. You hear him whispering, but this time he's not hiding it. When the banquet is over, I will sneak out of the hell in a guest car. Even the dinner plates are custom made at a great cost. I'm so proud to work for Mr. Carter. Why are so many of my coworkers leaving? They're probably just resigning because of the rumors. I won't miss out on my salary for a silly rumor. Within this case, it's a simple crystal sphere. Its simplicity stands out among the many wondrous items of Carter's collection. As you linger around it, you get the odd sensation of something looking back at you. What are you doing, sir? Quiet. It seems as though he's only interested in the various artifacts. Sir, would you like to know more about Carter's collection? Lying was never a virtue. He turns around, not believing what you said, but you do manage to get his attention. Well, it's true that I exaggerated a bit. I found this by accident and was hoping that you could translate it for me. You hand him the files of odd symbols. Is this written in hieroglyph? No, it's a much older form of the script. You see him pull out an old notebook and start cross-checking. Nodding, shaking his head as if he could barely read the words. But nothing seemed right. By the time you realize it, he's already transcribed all the words in the notebook. Stealing from others is not a virtue, true. Sorry, I need to go back and study this carefully. Right now, I can only understand parts of it. It's about how a tribe was slaughtered. The name of the tribe is a bit strange, which I can't describe it. It's pronounced Yeth in phonetic script. Yes? Yes, well, I've told you everything I can. Don't say I stole anything from you. The case holds a flashy golden necklace, though its glory is stained by a deep crimson stain. You decide to read the plaque below the case. It reads, Marie Antoinette's necklace. Behind every artifact hides a story. This belongs to the royal family, so how is it here? Carter would never display a fake, though. Maurice, it's a gorgeous amber. As you focus on the gem, you feel as though you've entered the desert as a strong earthy scent pushes in. It seems they've yet to display anything here. Within this glass case, it's a black diamond with a slight tint of purple. You watch as something akin to a flow within the gemstone, almost like some kind of heart. I'm not sure whether that's actually a diamond. Within the glass case sits a small bust wearing a laurel made entirely of bright green leaves. You realize that the leaves seem ancient, but also show no signs of withering. You notice that the bust itself seems to have some signs of corrosion, though. You feel your mind pulled somewhere else. Ahead of you sits a massive green Easter Island statue. Whatever it actually is, it's heavily overgrown. You watch as many leafy appendages spread out from it. It begins to whisper to you in your mind. You wake up and find a leaf sitting in your hand. For some reason, you feel like you understand what this is. That thing wants me to spread the leaf to other beings. Within this case, it's a strange red-tinged gemstone. It's glowing brightly. The display reads, The Melting Sun. You realize that the stone is emitting a thick layer of heat as you begin to sweat from its presence. You focus on the gemstone. Your mind feels as though it's been dragged to the deep dregs of space, and you begin to have trouble breathing. Instinctually, you feel a presence looking down at you. When you tilt your head upward, you see a massive burning star looming down on you. Burn. Let everything be reduced to cinders. You snap back to reality, confused at the words you just spoke. You try to suppress the vision you saw, but the aspect of fire has already burned deep into your vision. Let's take a look what that does here. Okay, so it makes our melee attacks apply burn. And also deal extra damage to targets with burn, which is really good. You see a maid lying on the ground, clutching her chest, speechless in pain. When she sees you coming, she points you to the medicine bottle in her pocket. It is weird that the bottle doesn't have any instructions. Without hesitation, he took out a dark purple pill and gave it to her. After a while, she calmed her breath and stood up slowly to thank you. Oh, apologies, I had to sneeze there. Your heart isn't feeling well. Do you want to go to the hospital right now? Well, it's not what you think. This is because I didn't take the pills on time. Take the pills? What happened? I cannot tell you. I signed an agreement, and breaking it will not only cost me my job, but I'll also owe a huge fine for speaking. I'm an investigator who was hired by Mr. Carter to solve his wife's missing case. For some investigation of my job, Mr. Carter has already given me enough authority to do whatever I want. So it won't violate your agreement, I suppose. No, I cannot do that. Those fines, even spending my whole life paying, is not enough. I'm sorry, even though you helped me. Well then, I'll get some pills to investigate. This might have a connection to Miss Carter going missing. Okay, I'll give you that, but please don't tell anyone I gave it to you. Sir, Mr. Carter will hold a grand dinner. I have to finish my job first. Well, go ahead. Would anyone really come to this place to see these stones? The lady is so hard to serve. It seems they've yet to display anything here. Rather impressive. It only took a year for him to make this a reality after all. I really have to hand it to Carter's stubbornness. Being idle is boring. Would you like to play cards with me? This well-dressed lady invites you to play cards with her, and you're going to... Well, the game has been interesting. Hopefully this won't be tied to money. It's okay, I enjoy the collision of wisdom instead. But if you can beat me, I can tell you a secret. As she continues speaking, she takes out a pair of exquisite playing cards from her bag. The game looks rather simple, and you believe you have a good chance. However, after several games in a row and you never won once, do you think I am really playing cards with you? As you listen to the lady's hint, you realize her victories aren't just a matter of luck. You begin to play once again, this time watching for any sort of trick. You finally found out that every time she shuffled the cards, she would transfer a pile of cards to the other hand, and then cut 3 cards and shuffle the cards to the top. When you cut the cards, you find a small gap in a pile of cards below, and you draw a card from another deck and put it in that gap. And then the deck is restored. My lady, I hope luck is on my side this time. Alright, you win. Since you have good eyes, I'll tell you a secret. I'd also be interested in asking for your assistance. I'm listening. Actually, I'm not a guest invited by Mr. Carter. Just use this identity to do one thing. I hope you can help me find a portrait that was mine. Must be in Mr. Carter's room. You hear mumbling descriptions. A huge iridescent cone covered with some kind of uneven scales. She has a nostalgic look on her face, and you can't get a great idea of what she's experiencing. Okay, I'll think about it. Well, you could just think about it. Just be aware that I will reward your work. If you help me to find it, what I can provide will be most certainly useful. I don't think we have the key card to get into his room though, do we? Yeah, we don't have the necessary key card to do that. The 16 ammo from a car? Place the lead on the target to apply the green god's curse upon them. Is this the black car from our vision? Black car. It's a black car, and you're not sure if it's the same one that attacks you in the illusion. But the white crystal in front of the car attracts your notice. You look at it unconsciously, and you feel your soul is being absorbed by it. You sit in a black car, and you see a black figure sitting in the driver's seat, and it is madness. Alu, it will succeed if it is you. I will send you to a world which you dream of. You'll not understand me, but you will, right? Then the shadow stepped on the accelerator hard, and the car quickly ran across the street, followed by the scene you experienced before. The girl was twisted and broken by the huge impact force and fell heavily to the ground. The car stopped after sliding for a few meters, then the black shadow rushed towards the girl frantically. Oh, Lou, this is not possible. You should have successfully traveled through time. What went wrong? However, there's no response, and the girl's pupils have already diverged. But you in the car see a vague white figure appearing in front of the car, and you feel its hesitation and confusion. You're about to speak, but suddenly there are countless slender arms in the car. They grab your limbs, cover your mouth, cover your eyes, and you quickly pass out. You wake up from the hallucination with a sharp tingling in your brain. You look down and find that the white crystal you saw before has come to rest within your palm. Brilliant white crystal whose purpose remains a myth. You find that the ground behind the vehicle is a thick metal plate. Surprisingly, there's a card lock on the metal plate that is the same as the room door. Well, let's keep looking around here. Can't seem to do anything with the white crystal here. The fear of yesterday is still lingering in her heart. After hesitating for a while, you still can't make up your mind to go to the dark well. I don't know the way, and it would be troublesome if I wander around and got lost. There's a ghost. Why? Why do I have to do the cleaning today? You've managed to calm the maid down, and their attitude toward you has changed. What brought you here? Your guest. Ace said you would solve the problem in this mansion. Can you really fix it? Our investigation always takes time. So what were you chanting? Were there really ghosts? It's in the Madam's room. Ever since Madam disappeared, everyone who cleaned the room has disappeared at night. More than one person has disappeared. Obviously, I shouldn't be there, but the one who should be there has resigned and gone home. If it weren't for the annual salary given by the master, I would have resigned too. If so, let me do it for you then, just as I've come for investigation. That's so nice of you. But she hands the room card directly to you, like throwing a hot potato, and runs away quickly. And we got the room key. Looks like it's time for investigation. We only have the one for the mistress's room, it seems. Guess all we can grab in here for now is the bug we put. You take down the bug that Saya left behind. Curious about what you might find, you press the play button on the bug and hear the voice of a middle-aged woman. Well, it's so dark. I am going crazy. Let me out. Then came a strange voice. Mom, don't you recognize me? No, you're not my daughter. The bug finally wrestles, but no matter how much you replay it, the sound from earlier doesn't come through. A middle-aged female voice? Could that be the madam? The well just mentioned. For you to complete the mission, must go on a trip. Guess we head down to the well now? Just double checking there wasn't anything we could do there yet. Guess the next place we go is the well. Now it's daytime, so I should be fine. In the case Madam is still alive, she must be desperate for someone to help her. There's a lanyard at the top of the well, and you could check the length to get you to the bottom of the well, so you're going to go in the well. You know there will be no good result if you continue going down, but your sense of justice and curiosity attracts you to find out. The bottom of the well is full of the corpses of servants, all of them exuding an unusual purple color. You find a corpse dressed in very luxurious cloth. It is a luxury woman's clothing that were covered in white dry powder like lime. These are Mrs. Carter's clothes. And those powders could be... Your head is full of thoughts. Just when you are melancholy, you smell the smell of ozone in the air. You saw a purple bubble in the clothing. And there was something like a germ in the bubble which was throbbing. Just when you want to take a closer look, a phosphorescent glow in the center of the well bottom attracts your attention. What is that? There's a black hoop wrapped in many layers of precision coil. The hoop emits some kind of mechanical vibrations. As it seems to be working right now, but you attempt to lift it, it seems to be held in place. Try to remove the fixed board and take the hoop away. You successfully remove the hoop from the fixed board, and the sound inside the hoop is missing. You see the purple bubble growing larger and larger and larger. It is immune to normal damage. Looks like we'll have to rely on magic here. And there we go, we killed it. I don't know how many of them there are. I have to get out of here quickly. Let's fix our gear really quickly here. And there we go, now we're out of the well. You glance at the table and see a plethora of dishes. Oil, sealed duck, foie gras, escargot, pancakes, mussels in a pot, beef bourguignon, provincial stew, chicken stew with red wine, raw beef tart, onion, a stew, beef and vegetables, fries. Fish liver, sea urchin sashimi, salmon sashimi, tuna sashimi, swordfish sashimi, snapper sashimi, herring sashimi, bonito sashimi, amberjack sashimi, mackerel sashimi, sea bass sashimi, octopus sashimi, mackerel sashimi, blowfish sashimi. God, that was so much sashimi, oh my god. Sweet potato hummus, slow-cooked curry pumpkin stew, spicy tuna sandwich, steak fajita salad, almond butter, feta salad, blueberry orange parfait, macaroni salad with creamy guacamole, speaking of which, Sari, where are you from? Are you a little young to be traveling without your parents? They're archaeologists like me, right now at least. They're busy investigating ruins in foreign countries. You see Ace gesturing to Sherry from a distance. Well, I'm gonna go lend Ace a hand. Bye for now. Saya, what are you going to do next? I'm a little concerned about who attacked us last night. Just in case, I'm going to look around a little discreetly. It won't be a good idea to have too many people by my side. I also have some things to investigate. Madam's disappearance may not be as simple as what Carter said. Guess we'll split up for a while and we'll meet later in our room. Later. That sounds like a plan. Steamed lamb, steamed bear's paw, steamed deer tail, roasted duck, roasted chickens, roasted goose, marinated salted duck, soy sauce chicken, bacon, plain flour, small belly, dried meat, sausage, assorted soybean, I never heard of that before. With chicken, steamed organs with chicken soup, steamed pig with treasures. Unfortunately, I don't think there's much else I can do at the moment. Since we are incapable of... How did you come? Keep it quiet. You follow Saya's direction and see Sherry talking to the butler. Do you know what happened, but do you want what happened before to happen again? Why not? I'll just hang around and get to know them a bit. No means no. Sherry walks forward and gives the lady butler a hug. Don't worry, Ace. I have my own judgment. The butler shakes her head helplessly. I still have some errands to run. Please, don't get me into trouble. Hide now. Okay, don't be shy. If you have any questions, just ask. We're friends, right? How do you know I'm here? Hearing your questions, Sherry smiles slyly and raises her right index finger to her mouth. A little birdie told me so. I'll tell you when it's necessary. Anyway, come with me first. It's too boring to just wander around aimlessly. Let's go have some fun, shall we? She takes the door card out and swipes it on the door, resulting in a crisp click as the door slides open. You have no idea when she got the card. Time to commit a bit of thievery. This should be what the lady was looking for. Strange, what does he want this strange portrait for? Saya, why are you standing so far? Strange, I attempted to recreate yesterday's event. It would seem that the camera photos are normal now. What is going on here? I might have thought you lost it if I didn't encounter something similar the other day, Saya. Well, it doesn't seem like we can replicate it. Either something has changed or the situation is different now. Do you think the butler is suspicious? Well, although she's helping us, it doesn't seem as though she's being honest either. Indeed, we walked around the house and encountered a mysterious attack at night yesterday. Though it seems as if it's all normal to her. And until now, I still feel very apprehensive. Just like yesterday on the highway, there are dozens of cops running after me. I am a dignified killer and feel like I'm going to be killed. Although Saya speaks with a sense of calm, you feel like she's trying to hold herself together. You lightly tease her in response. If I were you, I would have stopped and surrendered in that situation. Even if the killer will not stand under the dangerous wall, let's wait for Carter to come back and persuade him to sell the house. Yeah, it's not like it'd be difficult for him to settle down anywhere else anyway. You see Sherry pick up a file from the shelf and read it. You notice that it's a messy draft. It's been on the table since last night, but it didn't seem relevant then. Audrey's interesting. He's planning to build something. What is his purpose? Hold this. If there's a professional, you can ask. It's time to go. I do not want to be caught in the act. You go from Carter's room back to the hallway. Take this key card and please keep my name out of it if anyone asks where you got it. Oh, my stomach's not feeling well. You guys go ahead, no need to wait for me. Then I'm going to find out if anyone around is able to understand these drafts. What about you, Saya? Well, I can't say I'm the best with academic types, so I'll leave it to you. I'll have to keep an eye on my partner with stomachache. Alright. So, anyway... Now that we're running out of time here, that's where I'm gonna end it for today's video. So, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Next time, we're going to be finishing Module 2, I believe. And probably going for a second ending, so... I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, like I said, that's the end of this video, so... I'll see you guys next time. Bye!